Hello everyone, my name is Neetika Sharma. I'm a dance artist and arts manager. My movement practice is based on a traditional classical dance form from North India known as Kathak. Thank you for tuning into this short knowledge sharing presentation. It goes without saying that we are living through very unprecedented and dark times. I send my love and solidarity to everyone in these challenging times. COVID-19 global pandemic has affected us all in one way or another. Artists are struggling to continue with their practice and stay creative amidst lack of human interaction, no access to studios and theaters, negatively impacted mental well-being, and numerous other direct and indirect impacts of the pandemic. Today, I would like to take this opportunity to share some tricks and tips for movement-focused artists to stay creative while we make our way through these restrictions. Here we go. First and foremost, I know so many movement artists who are struggling to continue practicing because of the unavailability of studio and theater spaces. One way of dealing with it is to use whatever space there is available in a manner that it becomes a part of your choreography and contributes to the dance narrative. This is an excellent time to use real-life locations such as living rooms, basement, or outdoor spaces. Try to see if being in one of these spaces can add to your presentation so it does not look just like another home video. Secondly, if you miss meeting up with your peer dancers and picking off of their energy while creating or choreographing, consider using nature as your companion. Step out and go for a walk. Seek inspiration from the trees, birds, flowers, sky, water. Pick up on the energy of nature's wonder. Look for different shapes, lines, and sounds of nature. Can you use these lines and shapes in your movement? Perhaps focus on creating something with a theme around nature. Thirdly, many of us are constantly struggling with the feeling of isolation and an eventual lack of inspiration, especially those who live alone. As a creator, have you thought about creating movements that depict that feeling for you? What does isolation look like in dance? Do you envision movements with downward lines or sad facial expressions? Or you think of using a cloth as a prop to cage yourself? These are your ideas and prompts to possibly create dance narratives on this theme. Let it out your system and use your art as your own therapy. Use this opportunity to let out that stuck energy of insulation. Fourth, we are lucky to be living through a digital age, which means we as artists must adapt ourselves to use technology to our advantage. Digital presentations are the new way to go. Explore different ways in which you can use technology to enhance your work. Consider exploring how your body moves in 3D dimensions. Perhaps take up a course in the basics of filmmaking. Work on projects that will help you collaborate with other media artists and just explore your comfort with producing dance films. And finally, for those of us who are inclined towards stage design and setup, this is an opportunity to use those skills in real locations. How does our background change outside of a theater setup? What kind of props and sets can we use to create a pop-up stage perhaps? These are some of the ideas that we can explore that will help us bring a stage-like feeling to our homes and outdoor spaces. That's all the tips and tricks I have got for now. I hope this video brought some joy to your day and a shift in perspective. Before I leave, I would encourage you to watch my dance work, page number 269, that will be showcased at the award ceremony of the happening Multicultural Festival this year. The piece was created and shot at the height of the pandemic, and I tried to make the best use of the resources that I had available. Shot in my basement, the grim lighting, dungeon look of the basement walls, and use of box-shaped cabinets all contribute immensely in creating the word of this piece. And I used some of the tips that I spoke about today. Page number 269 is inspired by a Nigerian writer, novelist, Chimamanda Ngozi's TED Talk about the danger of a single story that highlights misunderstandings rooted in cultural stereotypical ideologies that prevail in our society as a consequence of underrepresentation of IBPOC voices and experiences. I hope you enjoy the remainder of the festival. I would like to thank the entire team of Muse Arts and Happening Multicultural Festival for what they do to our community. It is much appreciated and valued. Stay curious and stay inspired. Thank you.